My critical autoethnography. I'm Kudrit Ladar. My ethnicity, culture, and religion. I'm from India, and specifically from a state called Punjab, located in North India, right here. And my religion that me and my family practice is Sikhism, that is represented by the symbol here. My dad's racist experience. The event that caused me to learn that my culture was not accepted by a large demographic was the time that my dad quit his job that he was working at for over 8 years due to racist comments and the change of behavior by his coworkers. My dad used to be clean shaven and have short hair, right? Like in this before picture, but he decided to start tying his turban and grow out his beard, which caused him to be treated differently at work. He used to work with the IRS with mainly white men who were friendly with him before he changed to tying a turban. And the change in behavior showed their interpersonal oppression and racism. They made him feel like an outsider, even though he had already with them for almost a decade, which ultimately led him to quit his job and open his own business. Someone even made a 9/11 joke because he started wearing his turban and they thought he would take it lightly. But 9/11 was a horrible time for people who tied a turban and who practiced Sikhism. Um, although Sikh men were not strangers to discrimination, there was a huge amount of increase in violence against them after 9/11 due to xenophobic violence based on perceived similarities between Sikhs and the terrorists who were Muslims, which was also wrong. But um, specifically, the Sikh, the Stad, and Gish were conflated, meaning the turban and the beard and everything that represented Sikhism for them, which was a very horrible time for people who were Sikh. Although those people who were attacked did not find it happily, but after my dad left due to the racism, he became even more successful and opened up his own current accounting firm, which is doing very well. And I'm glad he left his workplace because those people look down on him and our community. There are instances where we feel like we don't belong or we feel inferior to the large majority of people who are white and are look very similar to one another. But when I was younger, I remember I wore a salwar kameez, which is shown in this picture here, to school for some cultural day. And while I was waiting for a ride to go home, some older kid told me that it looks like I'm wearing clown pants. And I was very upset by the statement, and everyone around him started laughing. So it was not a very happy moment in my life. Um, and I believe that there is not one American Asian who has not been judged or made fun of due to the way they look or due to their ethnic clothing, which is a very sad thing, but I'm sure a lot of us can agree to that statement. The lessons I learned based on my dad's story and my own story is that self-respect is more important than your job or your social life. You should not surround yourself with people who do not respect you or do not treat you like you're their equal, because that's just lowering your own self-worth. You should surround yourself with people who make you happy and do not and make you want to come to work instead of making you depressed and hating to go to work. Um, which is something I really learned through my dad's experience because he taught me that you should always stand up for yourself and not stay in a place where you do not feel respected. I I think you stand up for yourself and your community instead of confining yourself in a box that those people who treat you differently want to put you into. Thank you.